guys, I'm Kat and today I want to make this video to talk about mental health and just about the general awareness of it, because not a lot of people are aware about mental illnesses and mental health issues and stuff, and nobody really takes it seriously. I mean, some people do, of course, but there's a lot of people that don't, because they don't understand it. They don't think it's real. They don't think it's a real issue, it's a real thing, but it is so real and it affects so many people. And I think more people need to understand that it's not something that should be overlooked, because mental illness can lead to the death of some people. Some people will commit suicide just because they don't want to constantly feel as bad as they do, and that's why people commit suicide. It's not to do with how bad things are like in your life, honestly. Like, you can have like this really great life on the outside sort of thing. Like, take me for instance. Yeah, I have a pretty good life. I mean, I've got like money, you know, like living in a house and stuff is no problem, and I have a kitty and I have a great boyfriend and stuff, and I have all the things that I need. But regardless, still I feel lonely and I feel worthless and shit sometimes, because that's just the way that mental health works, the way that mental illness works. Like, it can hit you at any time, and it can just be for no reason. Do you know what I mean? You can just suddenly feel down and sad, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, no matter how good things are, and no matter what people say to me and how many people talk to me and try to comfort me and cheer me up, it doesn't work, okay? Because I don't want to listen to people. I don't want to talk to people when I'm sad. I'm just like, I want to isolate myself. So yeah, talking to people is just not an option when I'm sad. And some people just don't understand how people can even be sad if they have this great life sort of thing, like a perfect life. But no, it has absolutely nothing to do with what you physically have or even emotionally have. It's not. Like, mental illness, like depression and stuff, is hereditary, so you can just inherit that from your parents. Like, there doesn't even have to be like anything in your life that's even making you depressed, so you might not be able to take that thing out of your life, so you can just be depressed for literally no reason. You can just feel awful all the time, and then end up wanting to kill yourself. I mean, a lot of people have considered suicide and things like that, and that's why mental health is dangerous. But yet people only see things as a problem when there's something physically wrong with you. If you're bleeding heavily or you're throwing up and stuff like that, then yeah, you're ill. If you're throwing up and stuff, you're ill. But no, if you're depressed, you're not ill, and you still have to get on with your life and get on with your day. But yeah, when you're throwing up and stuff, and you've got a cold and you're sneezing and everything, no, you don't have to carry on with your day. You stay in bed because you're ill. But no, if you're mentally ill, nobody actually cares. Just like, oh, just get on with it, you know. That's what my dad used to say to me. I was depressed when I was at college, and he's just like, oh, just get on with it. Like, what the... Do you not understand what depression is? Like, you don't want to do anything. It's just like being physically ill, honestly. And that's what people need to understand, that mental health matters just as much as physical health does. Let me tell you that, because mental health kills a lot of people. You know, physical health does too, obviously, with all the horrible things that you can get, like cancer and stuff. Of course that kills people, but so does mental illness, and you can't ignore that. You just can't ignore it at all. And it's like, when Robin Williams passed away, everyone was just so upset, and just like, how could this happy man that makes everyone laugh so much and he always seems so jolly, how could he be depressed and want to kill himself? Because you don't know what goes on in people's life behind closed doors. You don't know what their mind is making them feel, because depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. How are you supposed to, like, therapy is supposed to help. Honestly, I don't think therapy can help me, because I don't want to talk to anyone about it. I don't want to face my problems and stuff, which, you know, I thought I need to, I guess, but it's just, it's extremely hard for me. And the last time I actually went to therapy, because I actually did have a therapy session that I went to, I came out of there feeling worse than I already did. So I'm like, you know what, no, I'm not continuing with this. This has not made me feel any better at all. All I wanted to do when I was in there was just burst out crying. I was sort of like just shaking a little bit with the fear in there. Like I was so nervous and I didn't want to be in there, and it was just awful. Yeah, I still get really, really down sometimes, and I get dark thoughts and everything, and it's dangerous. Honestly, it is. People will end up dying because of it, and more people need to be aware of this, be aware of how actually crucial it is to do something about it, because honestly, myself, I haven't done anything about it. I'm probably not going to do anything about it, but I'm not going to kill myself, because I don't have like depression at the moment. I haven't had depression in a while, because depression is much worse than when I just get down. Like depression is where you just, for a really long period of time, you're down like every day, you don't want to get out of bed, and just everything seems so awful and horrible to you. But no, I haven't been like that in a while, but there's no doubt that it's going to come back sometime. And also anxiety gets in the way of your daily life, honestly. These mental illnesses, nobody wants to take them seriously, so they think, oh, you should just get on with it and do whatever you need to do, but it's not like that at all. Like, you're literally unable to do some things because the mental part of you is trying to stop you from doing that. So that's why I myself, I don't have a job right now, and I'm extremely terrified of getting a job, because I know how it's going to be being around all those people and being so awkward, and I don't want to talk to anyone, and I don't want to do anything, and then people just go to me like, oh, that's the life, you have to do it. Like, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to be forced to do something, because I would rather die than be forced to do something I hated for the rest of my life. Because then what's the point of being alive? Because if you're not enjoying being alive, then you want to be dead. You don't want to be alive and feeling like crap. You want to be alive and doing something you like and being happy. It isn't fair to push someone and force someone into something they hate, because then they may actually end up killing themselves, because they're like, you know what, I don't want to live like this, I don't want to feel like this all the time, and it isn't fair on people. I just wish that people were more understanding of mental health and mental illnesses, and this is why I'm making this video, for anybody who isn't aware how much it actually does affect your life. It has a huge impact on everything. Like, my problems have a huge impact on almost everything I do. I can't do anything without it affecting it almost. There's not really a day that goes by that it doesn't affect me. And that's just how awful it is. There's hardly a day where I just feel happy the entire day and nothing goes wrong for me, sort of thing. So that's just sort of, I hope that gives you an insight to how much it really does affect your life. So yeah, keep on raising awareness and let people know how much of a big deal it is, and know that it is a killer. And I just really want people to understand, okay? And if you're struggling with the problems yourself, then I hope you can find a way out. Because right now I can't myself, so it's hard for me to give advice when I can't even do it myself, sort of thing. If you think that therapy is going to help you, then go for it. If you think that talking to a helpline is going to help you, then do, because I know it just definitely wouldn't help me. And, you know, if you think maybe medication is going to help you, because I was on medication, did nothing. I'm not sure if it just did, like, my body just didn't like let it do anything. I don't know if I needed like a different type or something, but I just sort of like given up on things, because nothing seems to have really worked for me so far. But yeah, it's whatever works for you guys, I guess. And you know, living with it is hard, and I understand if you have those problems. I know how you feel, and it's an uphill struggle, but it's all going to be okay in the end, I think. But yeah, I'm only a 17-year-old girl. I'm still growing up, I'm still going through life. But I just wanted to make this video to tell people how much of a big thing mental health is, and we really should be working more towards it. And those people who are making an effort and they're struggling with depression, you need to reward those people, because people can seem like normal people, that they're acting like a normal person, right? But I can tell you, that is something that us mentally ill people, we put it on, okay? We act normal, we act like we're fine, but on the inside it's all falling apart, and nobody sees that, and nobody sees how hard we're actually trying and how much effort we're actually putting in to try and just be normal. And we spend all that time and effort just trying to make ourselves look like we're happy and we're fine and okay when really everything isn't. So please just commend those people that are trying so hard to just trying to be happy and trying to be normal and be fine, okay? We need to have more praise for those people, because that's what's going to help them. You can't shun them, you can't force them to do things, because they're just going to be even more miserable. So please just don't push people to do things that they don't want to do, because it's horrible. It's emotionally destructive. So yeah, that's all I think I wanted to say here. This is a really long video, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of things that I wanted to say, and I probably haven't said all the things that I wanted to say, but yeah, I guess that's it for now. Just take into account the things that I've said, the importance of it, and just raise awareness about how we need to be doing more about this, and people need to know how severe it can really be. Right? So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you again in my next video.